Good evening, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of the News Bulletin. Here are the headlines of the day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi flags off world's longest river cruise, Ganga Vilas. Election Commission of India assures peaceful and inducement-free polls in Meghalaya. Meghalaya Congress not in favour of putting ILP in their manifesto. And Cabinet Minister Kirman Shilla inaugurates artificial grass football ground in Cleria. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today flagged off world's longest river cruise MV Ganga Vilas at Varanasi via video conferencing. He also inaugurated and laid the foundation stones for several other inland waterways projects worth more than 1,000 crore rupees. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said that India has great potential in waterways transport since the country has more than 125 rivers and it is also a cheap mode of transportation. MV Ganga Vilas will begin its journey from Varanasi today and would travel around 3,200 kilometers in 51 days to reach Dibrugarh in Assam via Bangladesh, sailing across 27 river systems in India and Bangladesh. A full-fledged team of the Election Commission of India visited Shillong to take stock of the preparedness of the state for the upcoming assembly polls in the state. The Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar has assured a peaceful and inducement-free polls. During their visit to the state, the Commission held meetings with political parties and different agencies of the government to ensure a peaceful and inducement-free polls. Rajiv Kumar said that different initiatives like model polling station, women in command polling stations, green polling stations would also be taken. It would also inform that different technological innovations like voter helpline, C-Vigil app would also be used for fair polls. The Election Commission has also adopted a robust mechanism for inducement-free elections, and different agencies would work in coordination, and even mapping of expenditure-sensitive constituencies would be done.
In these 2 days, friends, we first met with all the political parties, all the national parties, regional parties, state parties, so that we can get their views, their comments, their suggestions, their inputs, their apprehensions, if any. The term of the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly is up to 15th March 2023. So we have to complete the entire process before that.
The Minister of State for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, today took an indirect dig at the NPP, saying political parties who have nothing to show would bask in the glory of the Prime Minister. The statement came from the minister when asked about central projects being renamed and projected as state projects here. The minister also denied the allegations that the BJP is anti-Christian, saying there is an attempt to create division between the BJP and the Christian community. The minister also said that the large extent of progress happening in Meghalaya is due to the efforts of the Prime Minister. Earlier in the morning, the minister attended a program in which several women joined the party in West Shillong constituency.
It has become the practice of many chief ministers and many governments who have nothing to show on their own to bask in the reflected glory of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's work, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's schemes. It is not unusual because political parties that have nothing to say, nothing to do, or have achieved nothing.
Meghalaya Congress is not in favour of putting the ILP issue in their manifesto, and this was confirmed by the AICC leaders who met aspiring Congress candidates in Shillong today. An AICC delegation led by Rajya Sabha MP Mukul B. Wasnik today visited Shillong to take stock of the election preparedness of the party in the state. Addressing media persons, Wasnik said that some big leaders will soon join the party to fill up the vacuum created in the Meghalaya Congress. Optimistic of putting up a good show, the AICC leader said that projecting new candidates would benefit Congress in the run-up to the elections.
And all friends who are here.
Just being new candidate, I don't think that this is a disadvantage at all. At several places we have seen people contesting for the first time. People who are young are getting very good support from the electorate everywhere, and solely I think BJP has polluted Indian democracy like anything, and that is threat to our democracy.
3 toddlers died in an inferno that broke out on January 11th afternoon at Clay Umtrao village in Mauhati Reboy district. The final rites of the deceased was held on Thursday. The toddlers, 2 twins brothers aged 2 years old and a 3-year-old, were playing with another boy aged 4 years old who escaped the fire. According to the information, the toddlers were playing on the premises of their home when they entered a hole with dry thatch and one of them lit it. It led to the toddlers being trapped. On receiving the information, the police rushed to the spot and conducted an inquiry. However, a post-mortem was exempted at the request of the family members. An artificial grass football ground was inaugurated in Cleriat in East Jaintia Hills district by Cabinet Minister and local MLA Kirman Shilla. Kirman Shilla also played during the friendly football match on the occasion. The East Jaintia District Sports Association artificial grass football ground has been constructed by the District Mineral Foundation Trust. Speaking on the occasion, Shilla said that the ground will help the local players to prepare themselves as better footballers. And now for the weather report. The maximum temperature recorded in the city was 16.1 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature was 3.1 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity in the morning was 44%, while it was 84% in the evening. The forecast says light rain is very likely to occur at isolated places. This is a reminder that our news bulletin is also available live on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. In addition to watching on television, viewers may visit the DD News Shillong YouTube channel to tune in to our daily bulletin. And before we wind up, here's the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi flags off world's longest river cruise, Ganga Vilas. Election Commission of India assures peaceful and inducement-free polls in Meghalaya. Meghalaya Congress not in favour of putting ILP in their manifesto. Cabinet Minister Kirman Shilla inaugurates artificial grass football ground in Cleriat. And with that, we've come to the end of today's edition of the News Bulletin. Do join us back tomorrow at the same time. Good night.